Love Assassin's Creed. Dude, Ubisoft when they were good, like before success got their heads and they only cared about like Assassin's Creed and Far Cry and stuff. Thank God they're bringing back Rayman though. Nowadays. Pretty suggestive themes in this trailer, so sheesh. It's freaky how he can go in the shadows like that. Alright. So let's talk a little bit about Assassin's Creed, like how I got to know it and whatnot. This my experience will be short as well. I'm not gonna overstay its welcome and make it like an hour when all I want to make it is like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes just talking about like my because I can sum up my experience with Assassin's Creed pretty quickly. You know, it doesn't take a rocket scientist to do this stuff. So, well, not do just this stuff, but it won't take me too long to figure all that stuff. But anyways, I digress. We'll start talking about Assassin's Creed. So, I was introduced to Assassin's Creed when I was like pretty dang young. I was like a little kid, and I had Assassin's Creed. I think Brotherhood and other stuff like Assassin's Creed, like Brotherhood or not Brotherhood, just Assassin's Creed in general was in my life because like my dad was playing it so much back in the day. I'm talking like so much because my dad had a PS3 little area just gaming it up, playing. And I would watch him sometimes, and one of the Assassin's Creed games would be on there. So I'm thinking, like, to my knowledge, that was like one of the first, if not the first, like time I actually genuinely experienced like Assassin's Creed. By the way, thank you for the 3 likes, appreciate that. It's Kyle, what's good? Tucker Barrows, what's good? How you guys doing? How you guys doing this night? Fine night because it's nighttime for me. I don't know if it's night or day for y'all, but it's nighttime for me. But if it's day, good day. If it's night, uh, I don't know how to say things. Look, I just remember when, again, my dad, would play a lot of Assassin's Creed, and I'd watch him from time to time. And I remember I was interested into the game because obviously, every kid is going to be into, or all, so, well, not every kid, but like, usually your kid or whatnot is going to be kind of into what, your dad does or some of what what you do. If you're a parent of a kid, you know that. Or if you were a kid yourself and you wanted to get into what your parents were into, or you checked it out and said that's pretty cool or something, and you wanted to see how things get done, you would do that. You would go and get that going. And I kind of felt that way with Assassin's Creed a little bit. I remembered, but I never really took my experiences with Assassin's Creed to like the next level, like playing any of their games for the story and beating them and finishing them and talking about it like with my friends. So what you doing, your girl, this like when what? So you see, tell her friend, not him cooking, probably. What the fuck? WTF? Don't even have a girlfriend. But anyways, or anybody. I'm just chilling. But anyways, as I was saying, I remember, like, I got into it, but, like, again, I never really went all the way. You know, I never really beat a game. I never really beat the story. I never really talked about it. I never really did anything in terms of Assassin's Creed other than looting, pickpocketing, starting random fights with the civilians. I never really went beyond that because my mind, when I was playing Assassin's Creed, you know, never really wanted to go deep into it or never wanted to go crazy with it. My favorite green peas are Bird Eye brands, and you can really taste them. What the I have no idea. Eva Mystic, hello, how you doing? How you doing? But, yeah, I never went all the way. And I remember for, like, years, you know, after I played, Assassin's Creed very casually, you know, obviously my friend Chris, my brother Chris, you know, he picked it up, he started playing it, he was playing the games, he was talking to me sometime about how he beat, like, some Assassin's Creed way back in the day, many years ago, or played it, like, around the same age I was, because we're, like, a year apart from each other in terms of age, so, like, he's played it way back, and, you know, he was showing me the Ezio collection on his PlayStation side quite a few times, way later on, talking, like, this year, or even the year after that. And, you know, he was telling, you know, he was showing me some of, like, the cool things Assassin's Creed can do. And in my opinion, I was in it. I love watching Chris do stuff sometimes and whatnot. But I'm starting to notice that some things, again, like my Devil May Cry stream, I literally streamed not even, like, well, 20 minutes before this one. I was literally saying to myself that sometimes whatever Chris plays, I should just leave it to him to play it and not really pick it up or try to get into it myself, because I'm starting to see a fucking trend sometimes, a little bit. Not every game, but a little bit of a trend where it's like, I can't really invest myself in games Chris shows me sometimes, or I can't take it to the next level other than just being invested as I'm watching it, you know what I mean? Like I'm watching someone do it or whatever. See, Persona was a little different. I was actually really enjoying that shit. Like, enjoying the shit as a watcher and even doing some of the... That was one of the best Persona 5 experiences. One of the best experiences on this channel, period. Y'all should definitely check out... Assassin's Creed. Y'all should check out my experience with Persona 5. That was a gold video right there. That was so emotional, so much fun. Anyways, that good video aside from like 3 to 4 years ago. Assassin's Creed Origins came out and ruined everything. Like I said from last stream, I can't guarantee that because I never played it, but I definitely heard a lot of people being very mixed on those Assassin's Creed games. But anyways, like I said, I never really took it to the next level. So when I actually bought Assassin's Creed 1 for myself, I remember I bought it with God of War Ascension. Biggest mistakes in my life because both of those games fucking sucked for me, because I remember when I was playing Assassin's Creed, I could never like really pay attention to the story. Since I wasn't like a big history guy, and I know this game's all about like talking about history, like some historical events and putting a video game form, making it entertaining. But for me, I remember every single time like they would start talking or they would get into it, I would be invested, but then my eyes and my mind would wander elsewhere. It wouldn't be like fully... You got my full unadulterated attention on your game, you know? I was sitting there kind of like, you know, when's the game gonna start, you know, type shit. And this is just my energy just coming out. Probably it was a bad day to play Assassin's Creed, but that's literally what was happening like almost every other time I got on the game too. Because of that, like I remember, yeah, that's really how every other session was. I was like, dude, I'm kind of bored of this game. And like the combat was jank. I did not like the combat at all. The sword gameplay, like little... I don't know. The gameplay was very rough, to say the least, when it comes to the first game. And since I got the first game, obviously I wasn't expecting it to have, like, high standards, because you guys know me, I play, like, fucking Mario all day. So I'm not expecting to have, like, fat, fucking godly standards right out the gate, like it's a new PS5 game. I was just expecting it to be fun, enjoyable, something I can kind of turn my brain off and play, but then I realized, no, you cannot do that, because you need to pay attention to every character's dialogue, you need to pay attention to everything they're saying so you can understand the mission and whatnot. And I remember I was just going like this, bro. What? I'm loving this fucking game. Loving assassinating people. Like, honestly, I think the best part of Assassin's Creed for me, other than pickpocketing, looting people, was literally just jumping around, having fun, like jumping across buildings, parkouring and stuff. Instead of actually doing the gameplay missions that are right in front of me, and it's like, nah, that shit's boring. I'm gonna play this like it's GTA 5 online and just go fuck around and fuck with the CPU or the NPCs, what other people like to call it, or whatever. I just like doing that more than actually playing, the game I actually wanted to play, like experience. I don't know. I felt like, again, since I was so easily like drug out of the story because to me it was fucking boring. I don't know. I just didn't see or find like any value in playing like Assassin's Creed, which is why when I got mad at God of War and wanting to break shit, I just broke that game instead because I was like, I wasn't getting enjoyment of this. Matter of fact, I think I was getting pissed at the game too for like not being able to enjoy it to its fullest abilities because I didn't understand anything. I didn't fucking, not only I didn't understand anything, but like I just didn't like anything. I couldn't pay attention to anything. It felt like I was like in third or fourth grade all over again where I couldn't pay attention to anything, or high school where I couldn't pay attention to anything, where I was just sitting there like, when's the actual stuff I give a fuck about gonna begin? Just sitting there with my hands in the air like, is this the part where I'm supposed to give a fuck about yet? Because I am not seeing it. I could be doing many other things right now. I don't get it. What about games like Call of Duty? I despise games like Call of Duty. Fuck Call of Duty games, man. They are not fun. They stopped being fun for me, I think, as soon as Black Ops 3 came out. Because they were just the same slop over and over and over again, which is why I never made a video on that. Call of Duty or any shooter or any type of modern day shooting game, because I feel the same across most of them, if not all of them in the modern day. I don't really give a fuck about any of them. I'd rather play a platformer than play any sort of modern day shooter because it's just not fun. Maybe shooters in the past, like I'll give an exception, like Call of Duty Black Ops 2, maybe Black Ops 1, because I don't even remember half the story for those. I just played online for a lot of those games or played with my friends on like earlier Call of Duties. But stopped being invested so long ago because that's the game we get every year, the shooter, every year. For the past like 10, 12 years. That's my thoughts on Call of Duty. Just despise the fuck out of it. Due to my experience on GTA, I really could, but I couldn't at the same time because I feel like it would just be the same as this one, where I just didn't give a fuck enough about it, like to play it all the way through. There were a few times where I tried to play GTA 5 all the way through, but just never gave a fuck. Just never cared to finish it, just never cared to really, it didn't really give me an idea to play it all the way to the end. Either. It just didn't. And I know, these are some legendary games right here that a lot of people talk about, but just for me, I'd rather just watch people play GTA, or I'd rather just play GTA Online. You know what I mean? Instead of actually just freaking talking about GTA 5 story mode, because I just can't, because I barely played that bitch. But that's what I mean by, like, my Assassin's Creed, like, my experience just isn't really all that much. Because, like I said, looting, pickpocketing, starting random fights, not falling asleep during the story mode. Like, you see what I mean? Like, basically, because Assassin's Creed is a story-based game. All about sneaking around, taking your time, assassinating people. Keep in mind, the type of game player that I am. I'm shitty at stealth. I don't do stealth well. I always like the front end approach, like go in there and just fuck shit up, and if I die, maybe I'll think about a strategy, which is why the Batman Arkham games never worked out for me that far either, which is another game series that just never worked out because there's required stealth in there and Metroidvania like puzzles and whatnot. I wasn't fucking with it. That's why I didn't play like the Batman Arkham series either. And I know it's getting a little disappointing that a lot of these game franchises I just don't like. It's just facts. I just don't like playing them all that much. What's your favorite zombies games you enjoyed? The only like zombie games that I enjoyed, Plants vs Zombies. I can't really name you a lot of zombie games because I stopped giving a fuck about those too. Like mostly zombie games because again, you're just shooting zombies, so I did not care about it. Oh shit, I almost fell over, but that's just my truth. I just did not care. I mainly, like I said, I'm mainly centered around like platformers, maybe God of War, Metroid, sometimes Zelda, you know, anime games sometimes now. I'm really boggling that shit down. But anyways, yeah, but that's Assassin's Creed for me. It's like I never really, I mean, I do understand why like people who enjoyed these games, I'm not going to call Assassin's Creed shit, but for me it's shit. I don't enjoy it personally. But I do understand why like everyone likes it, you know. They like people can understand the stealth gameplay because the stealth gameplay can be satisfying for those who enjoy stealth. I don't really enjoy stealth that much, but you get it. You know, the stealth gameplay, the stories for the most part for other people are more entertaining and enjoyable and satisfying for them. Meanwhile, for me, I couldn't like really get the story. I mean, I'm really sounding like Mr. Nintendo over here. Like, really, story's the last thing to give a fuck about. It's more about the gameplay. You know, right now, that's what my energy is radiating. Whatnot, but, just, I get it. Story mode, pretty cool. I guess, I don't know if you could be able to change your little weapons or whatnot, but using your, doing stealth in different ways, I guess, was cool for people, but for me, I just never really figured all that stuff out. I don't know, it's just, damn, it's kind of depressing what my Assassin's Creed experience kind of ended up being after all these years of not bothering to play it. I should have just probably, after like that time period of playing it when I was little, I should have just not bothered to play it, you know? Mainly because, like I just mentioned, you know, I didn't really enjoy Assassin's Creed 1 all that much. I snapped the disc. I was so done with it. So done with it. Well, mainly I snapped it because I didn't want to break God of War. I was thinking about breaking God of War because God of War 1 was really pissing me off. It was really getting me there. And I instead broke Assassin's Creed. That's why you see like red little PS3 case pieces like all over my floor or sometimes on my floor. Like little red plastic shit in the room still sometimes because I just kept throwing Assassin's Creed against the fucking closet door, my closet door over here on the side, or my wall. Just kept fucking throwing it over and over and over again. Because I just was hating my experience with it. Because of everything I mentioned. Again, don't like stealth. I was falling asleep for the story. I only liked looting people's money, pickpocketing, and just parkouring around the map. Missions were kind of long too and took a while to get to so they could even start. That took a fat fucking minute. Another reason why I didn't like it. Ratchet and Clank, I have an even smaller experience with that game series. Since Ratchet and Clank was like really on the PS2 and I only played a simple demo of it, I didn't really get a chance to really fully embrace it other than me really enjoying that fucking demo and its gameplay. And I can't really tell you which Ratchet and Clank game that was because I just can't tell you because I don't remember myself. But I remember when I did play Ratchet and Clank, the PS4 one, I fucking hated that one too. I disliked Ratchet and Clank, the PS4 one, the remake of the first game. And I'm like, this was the first game remade? Get me out of here. I didn't enjoy that one either. After a while, I didn't enjoy that one. Funny enough, for the time period, that was like my only PlayStation game we could play like off shit. I remember I told Louis to get it out of my house as soon as possible because I sold that bitch like forever ago because I just didn't vibe with it, man. I just didn't vibe with it. Maybe with the older Ratchet and Clanks, maybe. I can't tell you about Rifts Apart because I've never played it. But maybe with older entries, I might like it more, or I might like it less. I don't know. I'm not really trying to get into Ratchet and Clank right now, because I haven't really even thought about it. But anyways, back to what I was saying about Assassin's Creed. By the way, David, welcome to stream. If I didn't tell you, welcome to stream. My bad. But that's pretty much why like Assassin's Creed kind of like died out for me as the years went on as I started growing up, because I just started growing up and I started liking like different things other than like Assassin's Creed and whatnot. Funny enough as well, I was mainly not even a PlayStation 3 guy. I did have PlayStation throughout my whole life, you know. But I also had like Nintendo my whole life, and Nintendo for most of my life I was leaning way more towards. Like I was playing way more of their catalog, because I just could not find PlayStation stuff all that fun, other than like Minecraft, One Piece, Dragon Ball Z, you know, stuff that was like anime and whatnot. I found those fun, but I didn't find like a lot of other things PlayStation had to offer at the time, like God of War, because I wasn't into it yet. Keep this in mind, this is history lesson, so this is before all that shit. You know, God of War, Assassin's Creed, Far Cry, but even before Rayman and stuff, even before I knew what Rayman was, wasn't into Rayman yet. I wish I was into Rayman, way before, because holy fuck, I would have played the fuck out of that as a kid. Little kid. But, yeah, just most of the PlayStation catalog I just didn't give a fuck about. I was always Nintendo. And if I was playing PlayStation, you know, I'd be with my brother, I'd be with my brother's friend, like our friends and stuff, or I'd play with Chris and whatnot and do all that other sort of stuff. That's what PlayStation was mainly with me for. But now I'm getting into PlayStation with the, you know, God of War, getting into the God of War franchise, attempting to get into Assassin's Creed, which fucking failed, and other PlayStation franchises like Devil May Cry, which also failed to kind of get me reeled in and hooked and whatnot and so on and so forth. But yeah, that's a big horror games. Don't play a lot of those anymore because I'm easily fucking spooked. But I have played Outlast. I have played Five Nights at Freddy's. Obviously, who hasn't played Five Nights at Freddy's at this point and other things. But for me, just horror. Nah, I haven't really played much horror games. I'm really, like I said, platform guy. And I branch out, like Metrovania guy, sort of, kind of, whenever I'm in the mood for that type of gameplay and whatnot. You know what I mean? I'm like a gamer that likes and dislikes a lot of fucking things, you know? But anyways, Assassin's Creed, depressing. Don't want to, like, really make this one, like, 40 minutes. My brother just got home from work. But, yeah, that's just Assassin's Creed. It's pretty depressing. Again, barely enjoyable to me. Again, by the way, my favorite character by far in the series is Ezio. I've always loved Ezio. I remember growing up, Ezio was already, like, my favorite Assassin's Creed character. I didn't even have to, like, look at him and see what he did. That was fucking cool. You know, I saw what he did, you know, on my dad's side, you know, and I was like, yo, Ezio, I think, is my favorite, like, assassin. I don't know. I know why, because he's one of the cooler ones. He's the one that everyone really likes. I know it's everyone's fucking take when it comes to Assassin's Creed in terms of who's their favorite assassins or assassin, you know, in the Assassin's Creed franchise. But for me, it's always just been Ezio, because I just think he was, like, the coolest one. I mean, he was right after Altair, for fuck's sake, you know, and learned and studied Altair heavy. And then did what Altair did and just did even better than that. I don't know. If that isn't cool, I don't know what is. But yeah, and you guys even watched the Assassin's Creed 1 trailer. What's his name could do that? Just think of what Ezio could do. But, and also another thing that was really heavy on Assassin's Creed for me when growing up, was the Assassin's Creed, literal trailers. If you guys remember Tobuscus, this is a great portion of Assassin's Creed, but this was like a big portion of my love for like Assassin's Creed literal trailer, just in general Assassin's Creed, because I was a big fan of Tobuscus. I remember like it was yesterday, and I would listen to the song a lot, you know, when I was younger, just kind of have it on for a bit. He would just make a song about the events going on in the trailer for a said game. And I remember Assassin's Creed. I can feel you. You play video games that you like, and as long as you like them, it doesn't matter what anybody says. Yeah, because honestly, whenever you play a video game and experience it, you as the person playing it should come before what anybody else says about the game. Because every person that plays the game is going to have a unique and a different experience with said game. Like, for example, like Assassin's Creed, I don't like Assassin's Creed, but someone right next to me, we'll call this invisible guy Billy Jean. Billy Jean is going to love Assassin's Creed to death. And he can give you a way more descriptive detail on why Assassin's Creed Brotherhood's the best one, or Assassin's Creed Origins is the best one, vice versa. But that's just me. I play games because I want to enjoy them. I want to understand the fans' perspective and enjoying the set experience and how do they enjoy it. I understand it by just watching videos and seeing how some fans are outraged at how the series went over the years and whatnot. But anyways, as I was saying, I watched a lot of these and reading the comments and listening to the lyrics, singing the lyrics. I love these. These literal trailers are what I remember Assassin's Creed a lot for, to be honest, other than like playing them myself and again, seeing my dad play them. These ones. I remember me and my brother loved the literal Assassin's Creed Brotherhood trailer because the song just hit so hard. It got 52 million views for a reason, which definitely gave Ubisoft a lot of publicity. And you can even read some of these comments like in these videos saying, dude, remember this shit? I bought Assassin's Creed because of Tobuscus and whatnot. What about Watch Dogs? I barely played that. Chris has played way more of that than me. I can still remember every word. This is one of YouTube's classics for rock. People having a lot of nostalgia. I've had these lyrics burned in my memory for almost 10 years. It's crazy that everyone's still watching and commenting about a decade later. Love it. Yeah, people just remembering the song, Fuck. But anyways, as I was saying about Assassin's Creed, that's practically it. I just couldn't get behind it all that much, and that's it. That's my experience with any type of Assassin's Creed. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie, because I remember just now, hold on, scratch what I said just a second ago. There was moments where I remember playing, or not playing, but I remember watching, I think it was either Sniper or Nick play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, and even my dad, I think I watched play Assassin's Creed Odyssey, watching the RPG gimmicks, and seeing how the game is. I said it looked pretty cool, but it looked pretty damn long, and I don't know if I could play that, but I'm glad they enjoyed the games. I'm glad they enjoyed it. Gosh, they saw something in it that I didn't, you know what I mean? Which I thought it was very cool when watching them play, because they were just way more skilled than I was, and they could endure, a 20-plus hour game more than I ever could, you know what I mean? And I just remember seeing that, and I was like, okay, I can see how the graphics can be impressive for somebody, but even I can see, like, Assassin's Creed was going in a completely different direction, even by just watching their gameplay. I never said it out loud, but I just kind of felt like pretty different gameplay from what all the other games have done. Like Assassin's Creed 1, Assassin's Creed 2, 3, or Assassin's Creed 1, 2, Brotherhood, Revelations, Assassin's Creed 3, you know what I mean? Like, it feels like they definitely did something completely different with Origins, Odyssey, and we're like, yo, let's make it completely different. Fuck the whole plot line with, being an ascendant of the Assassins. Also, I kind of want to throw my thoughts of the Assassin's Creed movie. I actually enjoyed the Assassin's Creed movie way more than I did playing the games, which is kind of funny. But, because the movie was actually really cool. I liked all the actors. The acting was cool. I enjoyed the Assassin's Creed movie. I even went to the movie theater with my dad, Lubit. I can't remember who else went. I think Kelvin went, if I remember correctly. Or if it was just me, my brother, and my dad that went. And we took family or friends with us to see Assassin's Creed. And I remember I enjoyed the movie every second of it. And then I remember eons later I watched the movie again with my dad. And I enjoyed the movie again. sitting there watching it all the way through. So, yeah, yeah. I think that's actually fully it. I forgot Assassin's Creed had a movie though. Lol. Yeah, Assassin's Creed did have a movie, man. I don't think it did too well in the box office, to be honest with you. Because the movie kind of ends off like we were gonna get like a sequel of some kind, and or some type of second movie, you know. And I was like, dude, damn, I'm looking forward to the second movie because every time I watch it, they kind of want to they kind of made me feel like they were gonna have like a big war or something like Assassin's Creed 2 movie. But I think due to poor sales and whatnot, like they just didn't do it, or Assassin's Creed 2 just didn't happen. So Assassin's Creed is kind of like a solo movie for now, anyway. Unless I'm wrong, and they just are doing it in the shadows or something or whatever. I don't fucking know. But it's whatever. It's whatever. It's all right. Though I would like to probably see Assassin's Creed 2 as a movie, see what they would do with it. But, anyways, I'm done. I'm done for real now. I've been talking for like an hour about two games that I just didn't really find enough care in the world for. Let me know what your guys' thoughts on Assassin's Creed are. Because I remember buying in my last stream, we were talking about it kind of heavy, which kind of led me into making this one. A little bit, just kind of talking about how, Odyssey and stuff ruined the franchise and how earlier games were peak, which I see a lot of Assassin's Creed fans say on a regular basis, whenever I watch an Assassin's Creed related video or someone talking about it, I can just feel the energy of that radiating, that the earlier ones were better than the later ones, mainly because, Ubisoft just keeps milking it, and it's kind of true. It's like Ubisoft was milking the fuck out of Assassin's Creed, and even someone that's from the outside that wasn't really looking into Assassin's Creed as a series all that much can easily fucking see that Assassin's Creed's getting milked with not even good content. And don't even get me started with Assassin's Creed Shadows, with how disrespectful Ubisoft as a company is for doing what they did with the statues and shit, and I don't know, really offending Japanese culture with everything they got going on with that game. And also, they had to delay that entire game in 2025, like February of that year, which is funny because the trailer's so buggy and glitchy for some fucking reason. Can't even make a good Assassin's Creed product, bro. Just put the series down, man. It has a million fucking entries, dude. Crazy. You don't have to, but it would mean a lot. Wait, what do you mean? What do you mean by that? Like, show off the footage or something, or what? Wait, are you talking... Wait. Wait on what? Buying what? What do you mean? You don't have to, but it would mean a lot. For what? What I was just talking about, Assassin's Creed Shadows? Or... Because I was going to join your Discord, I just forgot to. I can do that actually probably right after this, since I'm practically free like all night long. But reacting to the video tomorrow. Oh, you want me to react to your video? How long is the video? Is it like gonna be like 30 minutes or something? Or whatnot? Because I'm gonna be talking throughout all of that. Like, not only reacting to the whole thing, but if I was going to, I would have a lot of questions and thoughts, How long is it? Like 10 minutes, 20 minutes? 12 minutes, 13. I'll see. We'll see. I'll see. I'll see. But anyways, I'm done. That's it. I'm going to take a break from talking. Been talking all night. I'm going to go probably drink another soda or something. And just chill out. Because just talked a lot. Explaining why I was gone because it kind of relates to you in a way. That's fair. I can see why you want me to react to it then, because, take care of yourself, man. Hey, you too, Brian, you too. But, I could probably see it. I'll see it. Maybe I can make something on it. I'm not sure. I don't know what time you're going to be uploading it, so, like, hopefully I haven't uploaded, like, a lot of things that day or something. Or whatnot, because I do tend to do that, and I try my best not to. Not to sometimes. But sometimes I go overboard a little bit. Kind of like tonight a little bit. I kind of went overboard, but It's alright. But anyways, I'll see you guys next time. That's really like my thoughts on Assassin's Creed as a franchise / the games. Just couldn't really get through them all. But yeah, that's fine. Not every game is going to be a banger or a winner. I'm not expecting that. I'm not expecting any of you guys to agree with me. Disagree with me. I would love to get into conversations and comments and just talk about it, like have some fun with it. Tell me why I'm hella wrong for not trying out Assassin's Creed 2, not liking Assassin's Creed 1. I'd love to hear some comments down below about that. But anyways, take care, guys. I'll see you guys next time.